Good afternoon, sir. This time, I would like to present the second paper that I would like to write with a thesis statement that what is love in the concept of Generation Z in the light of Max Scheller's Phenomenology of Love. We know that love have a great role in our society. So, what is love? Love is an intense deep affection for another person or to our neighbors. So love is an intense affection for someone or something that we feel that is very important for us. Love can also refer to the strong like for something or to like something a lot. So therefore, love focuses of something that is to others, to something, to someone, or to other self. But according to Max Scheller's Phenomenology of Love, it's emphasized that according to him, at the center of the moral way of life we call Christian stands the powerful commandment, "Thou shalt love God with all thy heart and with all thy mind, and thy neighbor as thyself." So, in loving God, also extend to love our neighbor. To love neighbors extend to love God. So therefore, in our the unity of existence and the activity between body and soul puts that duty upon us, and it is no less enjoined by the insight of those who apply morality. So when we love something that is good, we apply morality in it, that the lower the values in question, the greater the practical possibility of perfecting man in that direction. So in Max Scheler, according to him, that but in the final analysis, we should promote welfare for the sake of the dignity of man's spiritual personality. Within that dignity, the crown and nucleus is the freest and purest readiness to love. So it is in the way of humility, in free and loving service, that is very dignity must reach perfection. We should further the welfare of man so that he may become right to love, and in loving sow the seed of all virtues. So I focus on that paper that emphasize what is the concept of Generation Z about love. For Generation Z, love is uh, love is instant. So love is you can get love. You can get love anytime you want. You can get love and you can throw it away. It seems that love no longer is a thing that can be spared or can be thrown. Love now in the morality of the concept of love in the view of Generation Z is all about love is sex. Love is not merely loving God because loving others because I want to love, but I want to love her or love him because I want to enjoy myself. So love now becomes selfish. Love now becomes I love him, but actually I love myself. I want to be with him. I love him because I like him. So in that I like her. So in that situation we can see that the Eros love now in Generation Z is an what do you call that? An instant. So like a noodles, it's instant. It's very easy to get. It's very easy to cook. It's very easy. So like now, love also becomes disposable. Disposable in a sense that love is losing its values already. So love now becomes like a thing or that can be thrown or can be disposed. So in generations Z, love is something personal. Love is something that is selfish, that focuses on the idea of this of myself, but only for myself, for within me, to be, so that I become happy. So according to Max Keller's Phenomenology of Love, love is something we share to others, so to gain perfection. And love, when we put love in our hearts, we sow seed within us that it can bear fruit. It can bear abundant fruit. So it becomes now the uh, it becomes now as when we put love in us, we become aware of doing something good to others because we love that, not because I love her or I love him, because I want to be happy. So that one is um, an erroneous love. So it that but according to Max Scheller, humanitarian love of man does not desire welfare for the sake of man's capacity for love, as corresponds to the parable of the widow's mite. So in the contrary, it demands love for the sake of welfare. Thereby, the true concept of loving sacrifice is so the true concept of loving is to sacrifice our oneself so that we can love. Because if true love really, we need to sacrifice ourselves so that we can go to the others to love them. Because uh, the love must be like an agape without any return. You love without any expecting for something or for some benefits. So you love freely. So it does mean that love of neighbor and to God, love of God and love of neighbor. But any that bears value like love of nature, love of God, art and love of God. So there are really when we put love in ours, we appreciate nature, we appreciate the art, we appreciate God, and that means we love God. So the current generation concept of love is all about like an instant love. Love loses its vigor and true meaning. Love for now is that love is money, love is sex, love is fear. But Generation C in short focuses on the idea that love, trust, is a disposable thing. It's more on erotic relationship that leads to early, as we know, there is always problems. So it's early pregnancy, suicide, and many other crimes because one focuses on self focuses on the self. So according to Max Schellers, love must promote dignity to humanity that produce virtues for good to build a better society and not a chaotic society. So, to build true love, we can build a better society and not a chaotic society that a lot of problem because we focus, the Generation Z focus on self. So, this for uh, this modern love, according to Max Scheller, this modern love of mankind is an expression exactly absent from the Christian vocabulary, is a strongly revolutionary fervor and eminently one which leads to uniformity all the objective values differences between man and man. It is not a spiritual act of the soul but a setting interpret sensual battle. So it's become now more focused, most focused on the idea of self or sensual love on so in the conclusion in my paper that love for generation C must to renew it, so love must be really for the good of others and not good of the self. That's all po. Thank you po, sir.